Welcome to my world. I'm Horse Crazy, and today I'm going to introduce you to the animals that I love most. This is outside time for my herd. It's like recess, and I'll see if I can zoom in. They're being pretty wild over there. Oh, sorry. There comes one. That's Dexter. Hey, Dexy, what you doing? We'll see if we can find the other two. Oh, I see one moving around. There you can see him. Little bit over the top. Oh yeah, ooh. Yep, they're frisking around. Let's see if they'll show up. You can see him over in the top. Hi, Dexy. Boy, you're handsome. You're quite a handsome boy. Okay, we'll go farther and see if we can find the third one. He's so small, he goes behind. Well, there goes a handsome boy running off. The weeds are so high, it's hard to see everybody. Oh, that Dexter, he's there. Oh, Scoop's gonna disappear again. And the pony, who knows where he is. He's in there somewhere. You can just barely make out Scoop's head. He's a pretty big boy. Oh, sorry. There we go. Whoop, here he comes. Here they come. Please don't run into me. Oh, you look handsome. Very pretty pony. You look like a Connemara pony from Ireland there. Yes, you do. Yep, you're something. Playtime is over, so now I'd like to introduce you to my boys. This is Dexter. He's a Holsteiner from Germany. He's about 22 years old. He was born in April, so he just had a birthday. Dexter is completely talented and athletic, but he didn't have a mind for competing. He didn't like to dedicate himself and persevere, so he never achieved the success he really could have. So, he's our boy though. That's Dexter. This is Scoop. He's a Hanoverian from Germany. He is 26 years old. He had a birthday on February 3rd this year. And he is 16.3 hands tall. He was purchased for jumping, but unfortunately after we owned him for 9 months, he had a career-ending injury. So he's been happy in retirement. He's a big, gentle giant, but he's the toughest horse we've had. So this is Scoop, and we love him. This is Napoleon. He's a pony, and pony and horses are two different species. They're both from the equine family, but ponies and horses have differences. He is about 21 years old, around here, and his name is perfect for him because he leads the big boys on wild goose chases. He is an instigator, but he's a lot of fun. So, meet Napoleon.
Hi kids, I'm Natasha, Miss Bree's daughter, and this is my friend Mont Blanc. Mont Blanc is actually French for White Mountain, which is very fitting for him because you can see how big of a horse that he is. I personally just like to call him Monty for short. So Monty today is here to help me teach you about the different ways that a horse moves. So as you know, people, they walk, they jog, they run, and then they can sprint. So horses are very similar in that aspect. So we're going to demonstrate how horses walk for you, the trot, which is similar for us when we jog, the canter, which is the horse's run, and then the gallop, which is the horse's sprint. natural walk. As you can see, it's a slower gait. And basically, it's 4 beats. So every foot steps off of the ground at a separate time. Now we have the trot, which is equivalent to the jog. At the trot, as a rider, for the most part, we're posting. And that's because this gait is 2 beats, meaning 2 feet are on the ground at every time. So it's a very natural rhythm to go up and down to smooth it out. Now we have the canter, which is equivalent to our run. The canter is 3 beats. It's very smooth, very easy to sit to. Has 3 feet on the ground at all times. With 1 moment of suspension where all feet are on. Then we have the gallop, which is like our sprint. And I'm going to go all the way around the ring to help to demonstrate that because he needs a little bit more space. As you can see, that was faster. Now Monty is trained to respond to my leg, which is how I was able to make him go up through the different gates, and then as well to the bridle, which is the whole piece of equipment that's on his head. That allows me to actually have control. So now that you know the different movements of the horse, you can see him in action as he's in competition. As you can see, he's trotting right now. This shows the judge the horse's movement. And there he just stepped up to the canter. It's very important in a competition that the horse responds immediately to what the rider is asking. This is the medal phase, and it is judged on the rider's position, how effective he or she is on the horse, and then the horse's response to the rider as she's taking him to the jumps. So in the canter, you can tell the striding every time all 4 feet hit the ground. So he's going to jump, land, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, land. And then he continues on, looking, responding, pay attention to the rider as she directs him to the next jump. Here is a more complicated movement. She's doing a rollback turn, which is a quick turn, so the horse has to already be listening to where she's telling him to go. So in the medal phase, as I said, the horse needs to be responsive, needs to jump well. There have a course of about 8 to 10 jumps that the horse has to meet appropriately. You can't be too close to the jump, you can't be too far away from the jump. You have to be at that perfect distance for the horse to have a correct jump. The horse also has to stay in this nice flowing canter and show that he's pleasant and willing to go wherever the rider wants him to. So here, a nice single. You can see the horse as he kind of skips there, that changes the lead that he's actually on. So here's coming up a bending line, and we'll look at the stride again. Land, 1, 2.
and skip to change the lead. So overall, that round was nice and smooth.
I think you understand by now that we're a horse-crazy family. We love our horses, and we were happy to share them with you today.